Hello everyone and welcome to The Vortex, where lies and falsehoods are trapped and exposed. I'm Michael Voris. We've just wrapped production on the latest episode of Catholic Investigative Agency, our CIA show. The crowd has gone home, we've struck the set. No matter how you slice it, there is rebellion in the Catholic Church. It involves many bishops and priests and religious. Not all, but many. Tens of millions of laity have been laid waste in this rebellion. The heart of it is pride, a desire to assume the teaching authority of the Church and refashion Christ's mystical body into a deformed and hideous specter of half-truths and lies. In many, many dioceses throughout the Western world, the rebellion has seized control of the local church and poisoned the purity of the faith. Dogmatic teachings are ignored or downplayed. Heresies are dressed up as vogue interpretations of eternal truths. The bride of Christ is being abused by her own subjects, and those loyal to the faith must wake up from their slumber and open their eyes. The rebellion is much older than the last 50 years or so. Like all rebellions, it goes back much further in its plotting. It goes back centuries. It's just that it has only surfaced and become an open rebellion in the last 50 years or so. For this reason, RealCatholicTV.com has produced its latest episode of CIA, Catholic Investigative Agency, Rebellion in the Church. We just wrapped production in it and have released the program on our site. Now you can get to it by clicking right over here. We strongly urge you to take the 1 hour you need to watch this program and understand what has happened to our holy Catholic Church. You've not been told the truth by many, many of the people in charge of your parish or your diocesan headquarters. Ask yourselves why the church is shrinking, why so many young people have walked away, why the church is selling off property at an alarming rate, why there is such a huge shortage of priests, why Catholic universities are hotbeds of heresy, why so many bishops sit quietly by and do nothing, why so many religious have walked away from the faith, why the homosexual agenda has such traction in the church on a local level, why 75% of Catholics don't go to Mass, exposing themselves to the dangers of mortal sin. What happened to the church of the past? CIA rebellion in the church needs to be seen by every faithful Catholic to understand what has happened in the church and why. It needs to be spread around among friends and family and neighbors and other parishioners. We believe here at RealCatholicTV.com that this may be the most important, significant production we have ever released here. Too many leaders in the church, especially in America, have joined the rebellion or sat on the sidelines and watched it foment, thereby helping it. It's time for the laity to understand the lay of the land and begin throwing their support behind the few faithful bishops who are not cowards and begin to help right the ship. There are traitors and quislings and bureaucrats who have simply been unopposed for too long in the chanceries, the schools, the parishes. Practically everywhere Catholics live, the rebellion has been introduced. Please watch this episode of CIA and learn how the rebellion came about and the desperate impact it is now having on the souls of tens of millions of our fellow Catholics. God bless you. I'm Michael Voris.
Please help us keep delivering these kinds of messages that so desperately need to be heard and acted on. Join RealCatholicTV.com today as a premium subscriber. Become immersed in the faith established by Jesus Christ. The Catholic Church is the only hope against evil because that is its God-given mission. As our Lord said, apart from me, you can do nothing. Join RealCatholicTV.com today as a premium subscriber and come to learn and love Christ more deeply.